Hi everyone, it's Linnea for LDRS Creative, and today I'm showing off one of my favorite products from the new November 2022 collection. These are the Gardenia layering stencils. It's a 4 set of stencils that are 6x6, and it's going to create a gorgeous bouquet of gardenias. This would be great as a focal point on a card, but you could also stencil this and cut out the flowers and create your own little arrangement of flowers. As usual, LDRS Creative has added etching guides onto their stencils so that you don't have to really worry about lining these up. Everything's just going to look perfect. Just look through the stencil and line everything up with those guides. Don't forget too that you can always flip over stencils to the opposite side. There are little etchings that say the number of the stencil. So this one is 1A, this first layer that I'm working with. But you can flip it over and the arrangement will go the other way. So just kind of use your imagination and create what you want that's going to work with the project that you have in your head. I'm going to start by lining the stencil off center. I want it to be coming in from the left side of my project. So I've started with stencil 1A. And I used Parisian purple. Then I'm going to grab 2A, which is the shadow layer for the flowers. I'm using those etched alignment guides, and I'm just going to line that up, and I'll grab a second purple ink. This is Mrs. Periwinkle. It's a gorgeous deeper lavender color, and I'm just going to layer this on top of that first color of ink using my blending brush. And when I remove this stencil, you're going to see just how pretty these purples are together. I am not a botanist, so I'm not sure what color gardenias actually are. I think that a lot of them are white, I believe. So you could use some colors of gray. The alloy ink would be really pretty. And you don't even need 2 colors of ink. You could start with a light application of one color, and then when you grab your second stencil, just add a little bit more pressure of that same color, and that's going to give the illusion that you're using 2 ink colors. I'm moving on to stencil 2A, and this is the first layer for the stems and the leaves. I'm using olive branch ink, and again, I just lined this up using the etched alignment guides on the stencil. Really easy. This is a pretty big image, and I think even if you don't get it lined up perfectly, it's going to look pretty perfect because there's some white space in between the leaves and the stems and the flowers. So it's really a very forgiving stencil set, and it's just gorgeous. This is 2B, the last of the 4 stencils, and I am using evergreen ink. This is a dark pine green ink, and it's really pretty layered on top of that olive branch. I'm just going to go in making sure I get into all the nooks and crannies. This last layer has some finer details to the leaves, so I'm going to make sure that I'm blending from all angles. And here is my finished purple gardenia floral cluster. Absolutely gorgeous. I wanted to show you that I did this in pink as well, and you can see that it's the same floral arrangement moved slightly to the right and in a different color, and it just, no matter how you do this, it looks really pretty. Here are some other new products in the November 2022 collection. These are the all occasion word dies and the everyday word dies. I love these phrases because you can cut out the sentiment, and it also has the shadow. So let's look at the everyday word die first. And I cut out each one of these sentiments from black cardstock, and I've glued them onto the white shadow. You're going to cut this out separately. I glued them together just so that it was easier to view. Here are the all occasion word dies, and again I cut them out of black and I have them on a white shadow so that it's very contrasting and you can easily see all 4 of these sentiments. I think each one of these sentiments are so special and that you can use them on a variety of different projects, whether it be journals, scrapbooking, card making, can be used on tags even. I think that they're just wonderful. So I grabbed one of my favorites from the All Occasions word die set. I added that onto a thick layer of foam. I actually doubled it up because I wanted this to really stand out. I trimmed down my card panel and I added that onto a black card base. The only dimension I have is behind that all occasion word die sentiment. Popped that up, and this card is done. Head over to the LDRS Creative YouTube channel and inspiration blog to see more projects used with these products. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye!